In this video, we're going to share how to build an HTML5 Android ad in the standard 300 by 250 size. We'll highlight some of the features of the Sprout platform and close with a look at how the finished ad looks on an iPad. As you can see, we've used some animation functionality and have embedded a video in the unit. We've built this ad in only 15 minutes, but we've sped up certain sections of this video to save time. Let's get started with a blank canvas and place some of the assets that we've preloaded into the asset tray. First, we'll place the master background image, and then we'll move on to page 1. Once everything is in place, we'll arrange the artwork in the correct layout, resizing elements as necessary. We're now ready to assign the actions that will drive the ad's animations. Starting with the phone, we'll set a slide-in effect from the right, with a duration of half a second and a delay of half a second. Next, let's place a second phone image on top of the first and give it a fade-in action, with a duration of 1 second and a delay of 2 seconds. This will make it appear as if the image on the display of the phone is changing. Now let's select the robotic arm artwork and set a slide out action on page show. We'll set the direction as left and the duration as 0.5 seconds and the delay as 0.5 seconds. Note that we've made the timing the same as on the phone, creating the effect that the arms are pulling the phone into the frame. Next, we'll select the copy that sits at the bottom of the ad. And here we'll set actions for 2 items at once by having them both selected. We'll give them a slide-in action from the right on page show with a duration of half a second and a delay of 3 seconds. And this time we're going to add a bounce easing effect at the end. We want the Get One Free artwork to come in just a little bit after the Buy One Droid artwork. So we're going to go back into the action there and add 0.5 seconds of delay. Next, we're going to select the Watch button call to action artwork and give it a fade-in action on page show with a duration of 0.5 and a delay of 4.5 seconds. We'll also set a default state property as shadow with a distance of 3, a border of 3, angle of 45, and an opacity of 50. Moving on to the droid logo, we'll add in a fade-in effect on page show with a duration of 1 second and a delay of 1 second. The last thing we're going to do on this page is create a clickable area over our call to action. We've done this by adding a rectangle to the canvas and changing its opacity to 0, which makes it transparent. Once that's done, we'll go to Links and Tracking to set as target as the second page. But we haven't created a second page yet, so let's do that first. Then we can choose page 2 from the Links and Tracking page menu for this button. Finally, we reposition the mechanical arm artwork before moving on to page 2. Once again, we're going to place our artwork on the canvas from the asset tray. We'll also add a media component and enter in the URL for the video, which will size to fit the phone display. Next, we set properties for that video, auto-hiding the controls and setting a fade-in action on page show. We'll set actions for the other assets and add a transparent button to return to the first page of the ad. With that, our ad is complete and we can jump into the publish flow. Don't forget to enable double-click tracking and add a description to your ad if you'd like. From there, you can export to DoubleClick Studio, but for the purposes of this demonstration, we'll move to the seed page to see how the final ad looks. The Sprout seed page allows you to view your creative in Flash, HTML5, and Flash and HTML5 side by side. As you can see, the ad looks the same in Flash and HTML5. The only noticeable differences are in the video controls, which look slightly different. When this ad is served into a mobile browser, the HTML5 version will be presented. And if it's served into a Flash-enabled browser, the Flash version will be presented. Now, we'll jump over to an iPad to see what the creative looks like in the Apple Safari browser. Since this is not a Flash-enabled browser, this page only shows the HTML5 version of the ad. Once again, everything looks great. The animations run smoothly, the video loads, plays, you can enter full screen mode, and jump back to the original presentation of the ad. That's how easy it is to create an HTML5 ad on the Sprout platform. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll give it a try.